Welcome back to the Barrel Talk Podcast. Back with another episode. Back with a full crew. It's been a minute. Back with a football episode. More offseason oriented. Kind of just doing some things we loved and some things we hated this offseason, and then getting into some takes going into next year if we're in on them or out on them. But full crew, Nick, Will, Connor, how we doing?
Yes, sir.
Good boy.
Chilling.
I feel like it was hard to get an episode out during the offseason because everything just happens every day. I feel like there's a lot of times where we'll be recording in the past and like some shit will happen and like catch us off guard. But it's kind of a whole offseason like overview of some things that we loved and hated. It doesn't have to be team specific, kind of just broad shit over the offseason. But whoever wants to go ahead and get it started. Some of these are going to be a little bit hot for sure, because I feel like we all have different perspectives on certain teams.
Just before we get started, what Aaron Rodgers is basically doing to the Steelers / like his whole offseason. His whole offseason has been like really bad. Like I don't understand what his problem is. Like if you're gonna sign with a team, just do it. Like there has to be so much more to it that I'm missing, because you're basically holding the Steelers hostage, who had to take a quarterback super late in the draft because they didn't want to risk taking a high draft pick from not to play, just in case you do sign Aaron Rodgers like the very next day. Like, so you wait all the way around, you get Howard. The Steelers QB room is fucking disgusting right now. And then I'm hearing stuff that he's maybe even waiting on like the Vikings to kind of figure stuff out, which doesn't make any sense.
I think those talks have officially died.
Yeah, I would say JJ McCarthy's been practicing in camp and OTAs and everything. So I don't know. In general, this is basically what he did last year too. Like I
don't think he wants to go through the offseason shit.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. He doesn't want to go through OTAs and all that bullshit.
Well, this is an excuse. I wasn't signed.
Yeah, so
he's gonna show up the very last minute and day he possibly can to sign to the team.
Yeah, which that was one of the things that I hate throughout the offseason so far. That's really all I got right now. Mm-hmm. Some of the things will spawn.
I mean, I haven't even been hearing much about it, to be honest. Like, is he even gonna sign at this point?
It died off. It died off after the draft because it's just
Steelers guy.
I mean, I've been looking at it, and the reports are the same thing every single week that I see. We don't know.
Yeah,
no news on Aaron Rodgers. Like, the last thing he left us was, the last thing I've seen is like, he doesn't know. We haven't heard anything. He hasn't called us. He hasn't talked to anyone. Like, bro, I don't fucking know. He's in the woods doing fucking ayahuasca again. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro.
From my perspective, I can't think of any other teams that would like really look into signing him right now. So
no. So I'm like,
the Steelers are, buddy, you're done.
Yeah. So
I
don't know.
Harmonious way of going out.
I heard there was a rumor he was looking at retirement again, seriously, right before the draft. So it was like, okay,
just get out. Just go, man.
So
go silently in the night.
Yeah. At this point, I don't even know. Like, this has been a hassle for the Steelers. He wants a fuck ton of money. Like, Mason Rudolph is not the future. Will Howard is not the future. But do we just bite the bullet? Like, this next year draft class is solid for quarterbacks. I'm down. As a Steeler fan, I'm okay with biting the bullet. We just got rid of George Pickens. I know we just traded for DK, but we have him locked up for 5 years. We're trying to work out a deal with TJ. If this is what we have to do, if we have to fucking be shit for one season to get a young quarterback because we haven't had one in so long, I'm down. Like, I don't know. I don't want another 41. I don't really want a 40-year-old fucking QB running the show this year. So, I don't know. I'm kind of over the Aaron Rodgers shit. I know he's probably going to end up there, but it's been frustrating, like, as a fan watching this shit happen where it's like, oh, we're going to get him. No, we're not. We don't know. We are. Nope. And it's like, okay, fuck it. Get me out.
It's like, even if you get him now, it's like, for once, I actually thought the Steelers were like making logical decisions. I was like, okay, you're going to get when like the Rodgers shit was peaking and it just seemed like any day now, right? So you make the trade for DK. I'm like, okay, you actually have a wide receiver room, not just one guy that isn't even a true one. So now you have DK, Pickens, you're going to have Rodgers. Like, the ceiling is way higher than it has been for the past couple years. And then it's all of a sudden, no, let's trade Pickens now because we got DK and then we don't have Rodgers. So I'm like, well, what was the point of paying DK a bag? Like, DK could have just went somewhere else. Like, if you're DK, you're probably sitting here and was like, Aaron Rodgers lied to my face and say that he was going to sign here and he ain't here yet. And knowing how DK Metcalf is, Oh my god, these clips of Mason Rudolph like overthrowing him by 15 yards is gonna be fucking hilarious.
That's why I think Will Howard's going to start. I think you just bite the bullet and have Will Howard start.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I
just see
don't
what you
problem with
have.
it.
In rookie camp, he's looked very good. I know he's a late round draft pick. I'm not saying he has any like the potential. The floor is low, and the ceiling might be only a step above.
Mhm.
But for a 6th round quarterback, fuck it, throw him in. I don't give a shit.
Because I know he has good size and shit. Like, he has an arm on him.
He's got
he
legs.
gives you way more than Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, he's got pretty decent football IQ. I mean, I think he fell to the 6th round just because. I mean, the quarterback class obviously this year, other than Cam Ward, nobody really wanted one. So
Mhm.
like,
Like,
it
I
was
mean,
just like
That's what made me mad. I'm like,
was everybody scared about Milrow?
I'm like, Jesus, like, it just seems like every day that goes by, it seems like Shadur just fell for like reasons outside of football. Because
100%.
I'm like, if you're the Steelers and you're in the 4th round, like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
like, and he's
I asked the
there.
same
Like,
thing.
I think he's. You can say what you want about Shadur. I think he's more NFL ready than Will Howard. But why are you not drafting because of how he acts off the field? Is it a Dion thing? Like, I feel like I can't wait for, like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but, like, God forbid Shadur came out and fucking balled. Like, God forbid Shadur, like, came out for, like, 5 games this year, middle of the year, and was, like, fucking hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, the NFL, like, teams in the NFL is, like, it would be like, do you really know ball kind of thing? Because letting outside stuff impact somebody that definitely has talent
Mm-hmm.
and what he was able to do at Colorado with a shit O-line, like, but no,
There's just so much overthinking.
it's just stupid.
And, like,
It was that's all
self-leveling.
that was.
Like, all the quarterbacks was so weird. Like, you had Shadur, who just decided to fall all the way down there. Like, Ewers ended up falling super far. No one wanted to take a chance on Milrow until the Seahawks decided to.
And the Seahawks did it the right way. You have Darnold.
Get the young guy behind him.
You get the young guy behind him, and he could have easily done that with the Steelers. And you have Will Howard in a sense, so you can still do that. But I'm just like, even like the Saints, like I know Derek Carr wasn't retired at that point, but like even the Saints not taking him, and who they took
They took the other guy.
Tyler Ruff or whatever. his
Yeah.
name
Yes.
is.
oh Shuck, yeah.
Shuck.
Yes, I'm
Tyler
just like,
Shuck.
I'm like, you're gonna tell me. I'm like, you in the Saints organization, you said this guy was better than Shadur Sanders. And I know you were supposed to have Derek Carr. The retirement thing kind of came out of nowhere because of the shoulder. But you could have did the same thing with the Saints. And now the Saints are going to be bottom feeders for like the next 5-6 years because their cap situation is so bad.
I have a conspiracy theory that I think Derek Carr just retired to get away from the Saints. I mean,
he can come to the Steelers.
I'm so serious. I think he just retired because he was locked up and they're paying him all that money, and so he retired. He get all the guaranteed money, so he wants out. Now he's decided he wants out. How am I gonna get out? I think he has a no trade clause. So
Oh shit.
like, why not? And if he's trying to like help the Saints organization as well, like they're not gonna cut him because that cap hit's gonna be insane.
Mm-hmm.
So then what do? You just retire.
I'm even thinking
come back next season.
it's just tough because like you have like Kirk Cousins still out there, who I've heard reports the Falcons are like, we're perfectly fine with him being the backup. I'm just like, if somebody throws you a fucking 4th, you're trading Kirk Cousins. Like,
That's a lot. That's a
And
lot.
they're willing
of
to
money
eat his
sit on your bench.
contract. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You get rid of that contract. They signed him to a fucking bag to have Michael
Mhm.
Penix take the fucking starting job.
because it was like Raheem Morris was saying that we're perfectly fine keeping Kirk Cousins on the roster. I was like, are you? Are you really? Like, that's a lot of bread, especially
That's just talk.
from
To keep
like
his value at least.
Yeah.
I'm like the
above water.
Steelers desperately need somebody like him for sure.
There's a lot of rumors Kirk is the pivot point. But I mean, when they got to re-sign Drake and Bijan Robinson, good luck with Kirk Cousins' contract sitting there. So
The Drake London one's coming too.
Yeah.
So
and Kyle
I mean,
Pitts.
you could
Actually, I
also,
think they want to
like,
trade Pitts.
honestly, we could pivot this into like another bad thing for the offseason is like everything that is happening with Kirk. Because I've heard everything between him getting cut, him getting benched, him getting traded to the Browns, like even him being a Steelers option. Like, I think that's also a bad thing to be happening this offseason.
the only grace I will give them, and I know Connor, you gave them a ton of hate last year for it. They are so fucking lucky that they went against the grain and drafted Penix. Could you imagine them having that pick they did last year, not took Penix, and then Kirk's situation turned out like this? Like how bad of a spot they would be in at quarterback. Like
They'd
them
be in
having
a bad
Penix is like the
spot.
only great is like the saving grace for them.
I'll tell you what, Desmond Ritter'd still be on his fucking team.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know you're a big Desmond Ritter guy.
I tell you, Desmond Ritter still be on the Falcons, but no. Now I think he's in Arizona.
Yeah. No, yeah, that turned out to be a really good pick.
Yeah, it's aging very
Everyone
well at
was
the
hating on
time,
it
and
so
it was
much.
a
Oh,
lot.
I was the biggest hater of that
so
pick.
hated
I was
on
the
it. They
biggest
could've-
hater of that pick.
I think the pick was
the
like Dallas
15th.
Turner.
It was like the 15th pick or something like that.
No,
Dallas
it was
Turner-
top 10.
7.
Was it
Yeah,
top
it was like
10?
7 or 8.
Yeah. It was like 7-9, something like that.
Because a lot of mocks had them going like Dallas Turner, and he ended up going to Minnesota, and because the Falcons needed the edge help last offseason. Like it was
basically how we got Odunze.
It was just interesting, and the whole Kirk Cousins situation has just become a bit of a mess. We still have a lot of time, but not a lot of time in the NFL offseason because everything's already kind of set in stone.
OTAs just started.
So like, it's interesting. But I can get into one of the things that I loved. I love everything the Raiders did this offseason. I'm not gonna lie, because I think
that's one of the things I hate.
Just for sports in general,
I hate it all.
I think I can kind of compare this to like the NBA in a way. Obviously, NFL doesn't have like a draft lottery system, but I think teams consistently just being shit is just in this age isn't working as much as people think it is. Because if you're the Raiders, you went and got, I think Geno's probably top 15 quarterback in the league, top 15, top 20 QB in the league.
20.
Top 20. So like, you're getting somebody who is like not even like levels above anybody you've had over the past however long since Derek Carr peak. So you're getting him. You add Ashton Genty. Now you're pairing him with Brock Bowers for the future. Like those two weapons are going to be fucking elite.
Isn't Pete Carroll their coach now?
You have Pete Carroll, who's a coach who has connections to Geno, who's a better coach than you've had in fucking how long, and is actually a proven winning coach. Like and has good foundation. Is going to give this team a good floor. Jacoby Myers is a good receiver. You have a solid enough defense. Geno's going to be playing behind a way better O-line than he was in fucking Seattle last year, where he was getting damn near drilled on every play. Like, I think I like it because it isn't a team that's just like, all right, we're just going to be fucking bad and hope we get saved by getting a generational quarterback
They're actually
talent.
trying to get
They're actually trying to be like, let's just compete. Like, let's fucking compete.
Yeah.
Let's not be like you're sitting here looking at the Titans like, we're just going to be fucking bad. God forbid, hopefully Cam Ward works out. Like, there's no, like, pivot point. Let's actually compete. That's what I like to see. And, like, now if they're able to compete, which I think they will be, because even a shit Raiders team in that division was holding it close with, like, all those teams in that division somehow. So now you have a good coach, good enough quarterback, Brock Bowers, Genty, Jacoby Myers. Like, your offense is going to be way better. Like, you're going to be able to run the fucking ball, like, effectively. You had Alexander Madison was your starting running back one at the start of that last year. Like now you have fucking Ashton Genty. Like, that's why I love it. I'm glad to see a team that's not like, we're just going to pray to God we can get a QB in the drafts. Like, let's actually look to be decent and compete and not just be shit. I think I see that way too much in just an NBA, NFL, which is two of the main sports I follow. Just like teams just praying to God that they get lucky through the draft and shit like that. Like when there's different avenues to compete and just be better.
Yeah, no, I get it. I put that in one of the things I hated just because I'm seeing it from a different way that I just don't think they can compete. Now, I can see it like they're trying not to be shit. Like you're right about that. And I do like that. And they're trying to just get talent on the team. However, I see it as more like they're trying to make the playoffs and they're trying to make a run. And I don't think Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, and fucking Geno Smith are the people to do it. Personally. But
they're also in the loaded West.
But we're just seeing it in different ways. But God, I think
they're going to be very fun. Like Bowers and Genty, like they're going to be really
Bowers
fun.
and Genty, yeah, fuck yeah. But like Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 1.
Hey man, he was doing all right last year when he was healthy.
For sure. Wide receiver 1. Defense is still absolute shit.
He was most of the year because Devontae was hurt.
I know, but like he can't be like a wide receiver 1 on a good team, is what I'm saying.
I guess
he's not going to be a top 15 wide receiver. No.
Okay.
A better way I can word it is them doing this like kind of culture change. I think is going to be better for them rather than just them being bad.
No, for sure.
I think them like kind of what the Jets are kind of going through. A culture change can do way more. Like it was like Dan Campbell with the Lions. that culture did more than them having a bunch of talent on that team.
Yeah, I like what the Jets are doing way more than what the Raiders are doing.
I kind of compare them because
Way
they're just
more.
changing.
Oh, for sure.
A different voice.
I just think the Jets are doing it at a just better level. To be honest,
It just sucks because Fields is like younger than Geno. Like it's just a whole different. They have just a way more young talent all over the roster.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting. I just don't see them. You're right, though. At least they are trying to compete, but I just don't. I don't think this is going to be the group to do it.
I don't know. I watched them beat the Chiefs on the road with fucking O'Connell, so like I think they're going to be a lot better than fucking Geno. Like
maybe.
I thought Indy O'Connell was going to be something.
I don't think Geno is shit anymore.
Well, I don't know.
Personally,
I will say, just looking at just stats and shit about it, like that O-line in Seattle was, oh my god, like.
But it's like the Raiders O-line that much better.
No, like the Raiders O-line ain't Philly.
I think it's good enough. It's better enough than what he was, because when he played the Vikings, man, we probably lit Geno up on every goddamn drop back at the end of that game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's just
they're
one.
Still gonna get last in that division, I think.
That division is just tough.
Yeah, I mean,
like I literally one of my hot takes I have for this year, like in my head, is that the Broncos could win that division. Like the Broncos win that division. It's my hot take this year. But like the Chargers made big upgrades, they just don't have a receiver. I still that's one of my dislikes of this offseason is their draft. But like the Broncos made a huge improvement. Like their defense only got better. They didn't lose anyone.
Evan Ingram is something that I loved. I had Evan Ingram going to Denver or something.
Yeah.
Like Evan Ingram,
Evan Ingram went to Denver.
He went to.
How did that happen?
Damn.
Start of the offseason.
Damn.
Oh.
That's a good. That orange.
Him going to Denver with Bo Nix, like that's fire.
Did he sign there?
Still have Sutton. They've got some young receivers. Yeah, they cut him.
They cut him, and then Denver picked him up.
Where the fuck have I been?
I remember we were saying good shit in the chat about it when it happened.
Had to have been.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Because I was like, that was one of the things I have on here. I think it was a home run pickup for them.
So solid.
Because he's somebody that he's a tight end, but he can be the one. Like he was the one with Trevor Lawrence for a good amount of time over there in Jacksonville, and now him and Sutton. You actually get Sutton a little bit of a relief, and your defense is fucking.
Marvin Mims.
Who? Whoa, Troy Franklin. Hold on.
Who's their back? Who did they just draft?
Oh fuck. Hold on.
UNC. Was it the guy out of UNC?
No. Hampton went to the Chargers.
He went to the Chargers. Who did they get? Because they lost Javonte to Dallas.
No, yeah, but they replaced him with.
I don't know the guy's name.
I got it. 1 sec.
I just saw a video. Of him
nope. RJ Harvey. He's gonna be a dog. Harvey. He's gonna be a dog.
Because that was the only bad thing about the Broncos, where like they just couldn't run the ball for shit.
Well, and they still have they have Estime. They have
McLaughlin.
Yeah, like they've got because RJ's not gonna be your every down back. Like he's more of like first and second. I think Estime will take in their third round. Yeah, that running back field's pretty crowded, but
they're gonna play that by committee.
McLaughlin can't handle a bunch of carries anyway.
No,
he's a little guy.
But Evan Ingram, an underrated pickup for them for sure.
Fire pickup.
That happened like the first day of free agency or some shit, or like it happened very, very early on. But I mean, them just with the way Bo Nix plays, Evan Ingram, he's gonna be a fantasy fucking monster. Like,
oh yeah, the fucking play action rollout to Evan Ingram every time, money. Damn. That's what the Jaguars did. That's all they had to do.
Yep.
I mean, one of the things I liked was the Jaguars, like, and how they were redoing everything. But now that they ain't got Evan Ingram, I don't like it as much. Because I think that offense was going to look really interesting with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas.
I watched a video of Travis Hunter running a route and I got scared.
Really? Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
He's not a great route runner.
His timing is so off. Like
really?
He takes too many like if he's running like a 10-yard out, he's taking too many steps to get to the out. Like it should be one and go.
Right.
But he's taking like mini steps and it's like fucking up Lawrence's timing.
It looks like loose.
That's why it's so good that they have somebody like Brian Thomas Jr. because they're not looking at Travis Hunter to be this franchise-saving wide receiver right out the gate. They know he's kind of like more of a gadget guy at the NFL level. We still got to see how it plays out with him playing both ways. But like
Tom Thibodeau just got fired, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time we're recording, something happens. Every time we're recording something happens. There's been a couple times.
Let me act like I'm shocked really quick.
Yeah. But I don't know.
No
I-
way.
I don't
I'm
really
not saying
have
they're trying to compete, that they're going to compete or anything for the division, but
The Jags.
and now that they don't have a tight end.
Well, there was a fire
Even-
video of
even more
him
pissed.
running routes, and then it like cut to him covering Brian Thomas. That was pretty cool.
there was
That's
Brendan
pretty sick.
Strange, you tell me he ain't getting the job done?
Oh no, I do like Brent Strange.
Yeah, he
But,
was
like, not as
decent.
much as Evan Ingram.
Where's
Oh,
Christian
no.
Kirk?
Not as much as Evan Ingram.
He ain't with them no more, right?
Christian
No,
Kirk
he's
is-
Houston. Is that where you said, Corey?
Oh my god, is he in Houston?
I think you said Houston. I think you told
It
me
makes
Houston.
sense because Dell's gonna be dead.
Yeah, that actually
Oh.
makes sense because it was always
Or somebody told me Houston.
if Christian Kirk's actually on the Texans.
Let
Like
me
I
go-
forgot
let me
that
go-
even
Let me
happened.
go find him real quick.
But I had
I
something
thought he was
about
on the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Nah.
wish.
No, that was because that was where he was supposed to go last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he's
got
on the
injured.
Texans.
Yeah.
They traded for a 7th. They got him for a 7th in 2026. What the fuck?
that's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, I mean that makes
That's
sense.
fire.
Kind of.
I have something I hate, kind of because we went into the Texans.
Yeah.
They are doing everything wrong.
Damn.
Yeah.
You never want to hear that.
My whole thing is it's like every NFL dreams of being in a situation like the Texans. You have a good coach and you have a good quarterback that can play up to the level of the elite quarterbacks at times on a rookie fucking contract, and you're doing everything you can to not give him help. You traded your best O lineman to the Commanders for like no reason when you have the money to spend and pay him. And you so you trade him, whatever. You go get nobody to bolster up the O-line, which is the entire reason you got clapped by the Chiefs, because they were in that game and then the O-line play just was so bad all of last year. That's why CJ Stroud had a down year. Tank Dell's going to be hurt to go into the next year. Good thing they got Christian Kirk and we brought that up. But it's just like, it's going to be CJ Stroud. Is Joe Mixon going to have the explosive year that he did last year? Who knows? Because the O-line's so bad. Your defense is still elite. D'Amico Ryans is still a good coach, but it's just like, when you have a quarterback and you strike gold on him on a rookie contract, you need to just hit the button, and you need to just, because NFL teams dream of situations like this.
I mean, that
Rookie skill, and them having no O-line and really good this offseason doing nothing really to address the O-line in a major way, I think is alarming. Especially in the AFC, where to go to the Super Bowl, you're gonna have to beat the Bills and the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna be the Chargers and the Broncos who have a great defense. They're just doing a disservice. They're lucky they're in the division they are in, because it's the worst division in
You can
football.
just
Damn
default
near.
win the division.
Yes, you can damn near default win. God forbid, the Colts got
I
shit.
was about to
going.
say.
My bad. Daniel Jones.
Tyler Warren. Oh, man.
But that's one of the things I hate. I think the Texans this offseason it was a big time waste. I think there was they didn't address any needs that they actually needed to address.
I think they're
Yeah.
focusing on re-signing the wrong things, or I
There's
totally
coasting.
agree. But so they re-signed Jalen. They re-signed Jalen Petre for $39 million for 3 years, which is
Fire though. Fire.
over $10 million a year. They just. I mean, I'm not saying these are bad re-signings, but I'm saying when your offense was as bad as it was, you're focusing on the wrong things. Derek Stingley signed a bag deservingly. But they went and got Sheldon Rankins. They re-signed Mario Edwards. They re-signed Fatukasi, who was decent. But they signed all these defensive pieces in the offseason. And then, their O-lineman they went and got was fucking Trent Brown, Cam Robinson.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm
got Cam Robinson from us.
they're getting... You're not... And you let your best guy go, and... You're Stroud will figure it out. I get Christian Kirk's a decent piece to have.
He's a very good. Yeah, he's a very good pickup. But if your O-line is that bad, because they got to the playoffs and that defensive performance they put on the Chargers, they were lights out against the Chargers in that playoff.
Will
game.
Anderson's still on a rookie deal too, by the way.
So you have your two best legit players on the team on rookie scale contracts, and I feel like you're doing nothing to help the offense. And especially going into a year where Tank Dell is going to be hurt,
They let Diggs walk.
I'm going to and that's fine, whatever. But I'm going to have a hard time believing Joe Mixon is going to be as good as he was, because he got shut down towards the back half of the year running the ball. And if they're not able to run the ball successfully, CJ Stroud's going to get killed. Because they, especially Tunsil, losing him too, you're just doing yourself no favors. I hated their offseason, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you they're doing they should have been doing
coasting, bro. They're
what
just praying they can do it.
They really
what
are
the
coasting.
Vikings did this offseason is what they should have did. Completely invest into your O-line. You have a top whatever receiver in the league in Nico Collins. You have a good quarterback. The Vikings were doing all that shit, and we don't even know what JJ McCarthy is as a quarterback, and they were still able to bolster up the O-line because they have all this money. I'm like, who are the Texans paying? To not make these moves. Maybe they just struck out on a lot of guys they tried to get. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That brings me to a hatred too, though, of another team I think is doing everything wrong, and that's the Bengals.
The only thing I loved about them was I'm glad they brought back T. Higgins, because I think if you lose T. Higgins, then this team is capped at a ceiling. Yeah, you don't have the high enough ceiling.
I understand that.
That's the only thing I like.
I understand Reese. It makes it hard for me. I get why you want both those guys, but it makes it really hard for me to be okay with it for the amount of money that they gave them. Jamar Chase very deservingly got his bag. T. Higgins, also a top-tier receiver. Not saying he doesn't deserve the money, but I'm saying that for where their team is at, they have the worst defense in the entire league. Their O-line still is not very good.
Well, don't worry, the guy they drafted doesn't want to fucking play.
Yeah, the first-round pick isn't signing. So
he hasn't
so far,
played.
And it's just he's holding out. He's like, we're not coming to, we haven't come to terms. So
they said he was. No, I'm so serious.
Yeah.
He got into they're at OTAs and they're doing practice stretches. They said that when they were going through the line, he didn't move.
Nope.
He's just sitting on the sideline.
And then Hendrickson is fucking
Hendrickson wants
for a
out.
contract.
Yeah.
Or he wants traded or a contract.
Yeah. And so I'm like, and now you have no money. You have $0 to give to people because you just signed two of the biggest fucking receiver deals in the league.
Somehow money will spawn.
Oh, money's going to spawn. Yeah.
I mean, look at the Saints.
Who did they sign?
Cap hell for 5 years
Who
now.
did the Saints sign? They signed...
It was when they signed
Thomas,
Chase Young. And I was like, how did they do that?
Where's the money coming?
But I'm like...
Now, do they get that money back from Derek Carr now that he retired?
No, I think you still got to give it to him for the year.
Yeah, but maybe not all of it. He gets the guaranteed.
Who's giving it to the owner? He's just paying him cash? What are we talking about?
He for sure gets the guaranteed money, but
No, I think it's just the guarantees. I think
yeah. I was gonna say.
But,
so are they not in cap hell then?
No, they are. They're definitely still
in cap hell. I feel
like
this year was definitely guaranteed.
Yeah.
Didn't they cut Ryan Ramczyk or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think I remember
but
seeing
I don't think that helps much. They were so
trying.
under the cap.
They're slowly doing it.
They're trying.
Or over the cap.
By 2035, we'll be under the cap.
But the Bengals just
cap will be fucking insane.
Yeah.
How old is Joe already? Fucking 28.
Joe Burrow?
He's 28 already.
He's 28.
I just don't. I just don't like what they're doing. They're not helping. They're stacking one side of the ball, and it's killing them in that division that they're in. I mean, last year, I was like, oh, the Bengals and the Ravens are gonna make the playoffs. The Steelers and the Browns are shit. That should happen. That didn't happen.
I will say that as long as they do have them three healthy, I think they always have a chance to win a game.
But they're just betting on shootouts.
Oh, yeah, you're betting on shootouts for sure. But I think their defense, if they can just get a little bit better from their defense from last year, I think they'll be in a better... And you got to think the Steelers, from what we're looking at now, aren't going to be good. They're going to be able to roll the Steelers and the Browns. And then it's just them and the Ravens. And then it's going to be them and the Ravens.
But now you're hoping that, okay, I'm going to assume, the Ravens didn't get worse. So now I'm like, okay.
They just got D-Hop.
Yeah. They also just drafted a top-tier safety. Yeah. So,
they were...
I'm like, okay, let's just assume that off rosters, the Ravens should win the North. But now you're fighting, for the Bengals, you're fighting for a wild card spot against that whole entire, 3 of the 4 AFC West teams. And then the AFC North, not the West, the East, you're like, okay, maybe. I mean, I don't know. The AFC's, it's just tough. So I'm like, you don't help your other side of the ball at all when it was already bottom 3 in the league, and you go and sign. Respectfully, I get it, but you go and sign these guys to massive bags to absolutely kill your cap. And it's like Joe's 28. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract.
a while.
Their thing is more so they can't start out slow.
Yeah,
in the
so he's still got
AFC.
3 years left. But his fucking contract is $55 a year. So
Like, what's their schedule like?
it just worries me. It worries
I can pull up their
maybe
schedule.
not for
Pull
right
up their
now,
schedule real
but
quick.
for the future, I'm like, where are you gonna get these? Where are you gonna get studs on the other side of the ball? Where are you gonna
I
bring
think-
them in at?
God, I think they're gonna have to end up like selling the team on some ownership level shit. Like actually, yeah, from all those like rumors that we were hearing about them like selling plasma TVs to fucking pay
Dude,
Joe
I'm
Burrow's
like, where are you
contract.
bringing in revenue? Where are you getting stuff
They
from?
sold
Like,
the name rights to the stadium.
holy
Like,
shit!
The crazy thing is, like, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. They just can't start out 1-4.
no, for
No,
sure.
no.
They
I
make
asked
the
for schedule.
playoffs.
I'm only giving the first
So
5 games.
I
That's it.
have the schedule, but before that, like, with how bad everything was at a certain point in the year, the teams that when they needed to compete with them, they competed with them. But they lost to the Chiefs on a PI call in like the end of the game.
That's fair.
They played the Ravens like some of the best games of the year against the Ravens twice. But like looking at that, like they
Like,
got
he lost the Pats week 1.
yeah,
think.
like he
Wasn't it
lost
like
to the
week
Pats
1?
week 1, yeah. But everything going bad, it seemed like they ran the table successfully. And just because the Chiefs didn't have to play anybody, in my mind, if the Chiefs played everybody, the Bengals would have made the playoffs because they would have beat the Broncos.
Yeah.
So with how bad everything went, they just need a couple more things to break their way, and one of them is on them for starting out slow, but I have their schedule right here, and we can go through it.
Mhm.
Week 1 at Cleveland. It's a win.
What team is this?
I mean, they
Bengals.
I
Bengals.
hope-
In division, hold on.
I hope.
Every in division game in
I
that
hope
damn
it's a win. They
in
lost
that
to New
damn-
England last year in week 1.
Shadur.
every damn divisional game
Shit.
in the North for some reason is close. Like,
For
I'm
some
gonna give
reason,
it to them though.
I don't know,
They
Joe
lucky.
Flacco. Something about Flacco.
I
man.
know.
I'm about Flacco.
David
Something about
Njoku.
Flacco. Top 1 tight end in fantasy when
he's
Joe
him.
Flacco's his quarterback.
Uh-huh.
But so I'm gonna say that's a win. Week 1, so they're 1-0.
All right.
Week 2, you got Jacksonville.
Win.
That's
Win.
probably a win.
Yeah.
That's at home. That's a home.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
win.
Week 3, you're at Minnesota, so you're 2-0.
Ooh.
I hope we know what Minnesota team we have.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
just because we don't know, I'll give him the win because I don't know what JJ's gonna look like. Like,
We'll
genuinely,
go 3.
I just
We'll
don't
go
know.
3-0.
Minnesota probably 1-1 at that point.
Yeah. So 3-0. Week 4 at Denver, primetime game.
L.
Loss.
Fat L.
Loss.
Yeah.
3-1.
Lose that.
Then you have a stretch right here. This is kind of the stretch. At home against Detroit, you're 3-1 right here.
Loss.
This is a win. I think this is a win.
Detroit lost so many people, man.
Bro, there's gonna be 100 points scored in that game.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I want to say
I'm
that's
gonna
a
go Bengals.
W for the Bengals.
I'm gonna go Bengals.
I don't think
I'd
the
say
Lions are gonna be
Lions.
good.
I'm gonna go 4-1.
The Lions are good.
I don't think they'll be good.
You're gonna be good at all?
I
They're
think.
gonna
I
be
mean, I
good?
think they'll be middle of the pack. But I
Type
think
shit.
they're not gonna be 14-3. Like they're just
Okay.
not. They lost so many pieces. So,
I'm at 4-1 right now.
me too.
At Green Bay, I'm gonna say this
L.
is a loss.
Loss.
At Lambeau, give them a loss. 4-2. Pittsburgh,
W.
Win.
5-2. Jets,
Win.
6-2.
I like the Jets though. Not actually, but I hope they do well. But yeah, it's an L or a W.
Chicago,
Loss.
at home,
Flacco. Win.
7-2. Then you're going into the bye, week 10. Coming out of the bye, Pitt.
Man, out the bye. Damn.
They'll split.
fuck.
They'll
L.
split.
W.
Then Patriots.
W. What the fuck is this schedule? I forgot their record was bad last year. It was okay, so
And then you get the gauntlet. Then it's like at Baltimore, at Buffalo,
Loss. Loss.
Baltimore,
Jesus
Loss.
Christ.
at
Dog,
Miami, at
Miami.
Miami.
In
And you
Miami? Oh, that might be an L.
Yeah.
That just might be another loss coming off those 3.
Yeah, holy
Uh-huh.
fuck.
Then you got Arizona and Cleveland's end of the year. So from the start of this season, I think they're going to start a lot better. You would think, but I think they start out a lot better and don't bite themselves.
I bet they
Win
finish-
10,
I-
11 games.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say 10 games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're going to be a
yeah.
10-win team.
They'll be okay. That schedule isn't as bad as I thought it would be. So
Yeah.
You gotta think if Joe, like it's always, you gotta knock on wood, but it's always like a what if game. Like if they get Joe Burrow to be healthy like he was last year and play because if they had a better record, he would have won the MVP by far.
100%.
Like, and if you can get T Higgins not to miss like 6 weeks of the year, like you're gonna be in a way better position because T Higgins is routinely missing 4 to 6. He's on the Debo Samuel. Well, he's great, but you know he gonna miss at least 4 to 6 weeks.
Like how many healthy weeks are we gonna get?
Yeah, that's the big thing. But I think they're going to be in a better position. And like that was the only good thing I had to say. I agree with everything you said, Will. But I was just like, if you have that big three, I think you always have a chance. You always give yourself a chance in a game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Especially with how close they kept it with a lot of the top end teams last year with that bad of a defense. If their defense is even a little bit better, I think it'll be okay.
Like their stagnancy and the Houston stagnancy is just way different in my opinion. I think the Bengals just have way higher of a ceiling.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Another small thing I liked was it's kind of like a whatever move, but Salah going back to the Niners, I think is a good move for them, even though they're kind of in it because I don't believe in their window being completely shut.
The Niners?
I think their window's still relatively open. Even though you paid Brock Purdy, like this is still a year where you have a talented 49ers team and in that division. I never know what the Rams are going to be. The Rams are the Bengals of the NFC because they could either start out fucking 2-6 and then somehow end up a 10-win team and run the table. But it's just like, until I see it consistently from the Rams, I think the Niners are still the best team in that division.
Rams could be decent next year.
I think they're going to be decent.
Yeah, they'll be decent.
I think the Niners still, we got to take it at face value that the Niners were really only where they were because legit everybody on that team was hurt last year at some point, besides like Kittle. So you have Kittle, like Salah, familiar voice for the defense. Like he's going to cook with that defense. Like you still have Bosa, you still have Trent Williams, like you have CMC, you get a healthy CMC, the season looks probably just completely different off him alone. Like,
well, that's just not going to happen.
We'll see what happens.
I think that's out of the cards. Is healthy CMC.
Even if you don't get a healthy CMC, I don't think last year they're not finishing now they have a last place schedule. Like they're not like they're going to have a favorable schedule. So I think they're going to be not maybe the best team in the NFC like they have been the past while, but they're going to be right in that mix. Like I don't think the gap between like them and Detroit is like insane fucking crazy because Detroit also lost both coordinators. Like we got to see how they switch up, and losing somebody like Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, who are in positions where like they're going to be really good coaches, like they're going to take a step back in my opinion. I don't think the Niners window is completely shut. That's kind of more of like my take.
I think they know
where they're at.
They know where they're at. I think they know that they need CMC to be healthy. I think this is probably the year where they bring him like lower in carries and like maybe like play him more as a receiver. Mason. Yeah, but who was the
Guerrero? Guerrendo's good. He showed to be good.
I think he'll see a lot of him.
Jordan Mason, was he gone now?
Well, yeah, he went to
Minnesota.
It's like I just said that.
Yeah, it's like he just said.
It's like I just said that 5 seconds ago.
Oh, my fault. I was pissing.
I think the Niners will be pretty damn good this year. But I do hate that. One of the things I wrote down was I hate that Brock Purdy contract, and I think you got to either do it this year or next year, or you might be fucked because I don't think he's like that good of a quarterback, to be honest.
Oh my god, they're chilling. I'm looking at their schedule right now. Like they're gonna win 11 games.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. They should. Like again, like every year there, it feels like they get like the worst injury bug, like one of the worst, and unless that happens, like every other year, I think they should be able to win that division.
Can I just list off their schedule? They might win more than 11 games.
Yeah. Go ahead.
At Seattle, week 1. At Saints, week 2. Arizona, week 3. Jacksonville, week 4. At Rams, week 5. Week 6, you go to Tampa. Falcons, week 7. Houston, week 8. Giants, week 9. Rams again, week 10. Arizona. Panthers. Cleveland. Tennessee. Colts. Chicago. You're gonna win 12 games. Like you're gonna
Not the Bears.
Yeah, they're gonna have a good year.
Like, and they're playing at home against the Bears. That's a win. That's a win in week 17.
Yeah, but like
And that's prime time. That's a win.
We already the 1 seed. Like we're resting starters. Like we're resting starters at that point.
Resting starters.
Like looking at the schedule, you have Shanahan, Saleh back. You still have the foundation of this team. Like you just got the injury bug last year. I doubt it happens if it happens back to back years, then it's a problem. But like you have a last place schedule now. The Niners are going to be up for that division, especially because the Rams won it last year. And the Rams are going to have a tougher schedule, and we know how the Rams are like the Bengals. They're going to start out and probably get wiped the first 3 weeks of the season. And then Matthew Stafford's going to get to like post-bye, and they're going to need to run the table, and they're going to do it. But like, I think the Niners are going to be fine. That's more of my take.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
I hope for their sake.
We've kind of talked about all the things I've hated. A couple of other, like, Dallas getting a true number 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like that. I mean,
It's about time.
Dallas is going to be an elite regular season ball club, let me tell you. They're going to have a more favorable schedule. And I'm tired of people having this take when a team makes a little Cinderella run year and then everybody just expects this team to come back and be Super Bowl contenders. Like, the Commanders could be a 500 fucking team next year, and I'm not going to be, like, fucking shocked. Like just because they had a great fucking it's like the Texans this year. Just because they had a great year with Jaden Daniels, now teams are more ready for you in the regular season. You're not sneaking up on anybody.
You won a bunch of close games last year. Let's just say things go the other way. You lose a bunch of close games. Like I wouldn't be surprised either.
I'm like, because it's Dallas, and everybody knows how people talk about Dallas, but it's just like, if I'm ranking that division, I'm probably going Philly than Dallas. I still think Dallas has the talent to just be better than Washington.
Well, Philly's the best team in the league.
Yeah. But like it sucks that you're in that position, but it's just like number 2's up for grabs. I don't think Washington is concrete number 2 in that division.
Philly could easily just go back to the Super Bowl next year and win it again.
I don't know about easily.
And then we're having scary conversations about Jalen Hurts.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be. It's hard to go back to back NFL, man. A lot of things just happen.
The Chiefs fucking do it every year. Why can't the Eagles do it? The Eagles are better than the Chiefs.
Is Jalen Hurts Patrick Mahomes now?
No, we got to slow down.
He's got fucking Saquon Barkley.
That dude.
But
Madden cover, he's done.
Madden cover.
He's done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do it. He's done.
ACL week 1. No. Say goodnight.
No. I didn't say injury. No.
It'll be an injury.
But I do think we can kind of get into some like in or out takes, because some of them translate to some of the things I liked and hated.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know if you guys are in or out on these takes. Liam Cohen will fully unlock Trevor Lawrence. And wording this, he will fully unlock Trevor Lawrence, and he will have a top 5 season quarterback-wise in the AFC.
I'm out.
Top 5 AFC quarterback?
Yeah.
I'm so out.
So you're thinking he would have a better season than Herbert and CJ Stroud?
I'm so out.
I'm out.
I'm so out.
I love him.
Mahomes and Lamar.
Man, Bo Nix might be better.
I'm just saying
Bo Nix might be a better take than top 5 for
and
top
Allen,
5.
I just named 7 quarterbacks that are going to be better than him.
Like Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar obviously are going to be ahead of him.
That's 4.
So you'd have to be better than everybody else.
Justin Fields.
You're saying,
Justin Fields.
So you're saying he can't be better? You're saying he can't have a better season than Stroud?
Than Stroud and no.
Bro, I think I'm taking Bo Nix to have a better season than T. Law.
Have a better year than Stroud.
It's a take.
I'm out.
If they still had Evan Ingram, maybe.
True.
Shit.
I mean,
true.
No, I love.
So you all are out.
I think
I'm out on that one. Yeah.
Okay. The next one.
And I do like Liam Cohen. I think he'll be all right.
The next one I had for in and out. The AFC West is going to be the hardest division in football next year.
I'm in.
So KC, Chargers, Denver, and Vegas.
I'm in.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm in.
What division?
It's still ours.
It's the NFC North.
It's ours. Now that we've gotten
still
better,
yeah,
it's still us.
It's the North. The Raiders are still going to be shit. I don't think the Raiders win 6 games.
The Raiders aren't going to be that good.
I'm thinking of just because Minnesota and Chicago on paper they should be better. Until I see Chicago be good, like, and Minnesota be good consistently, like,
Oh, okay, yeah, you better add them in there.
I don't know. We fucking were fine last year. I don't know what y'all were on, but
I would have rather did what we did than get fucking dog wiped in the wild card.
Good point.
everybody
Good point.
got dog wiped
Well,
in
whatever.
the NFC. But are the ceilings in the AFC West higher than the ceilings in the North?
Well, I mean, like, no, I don't think so.
I don't think
Like the
ceilings.
Chargers. No, I'm taking like the Packers over the Chargers. I'm taking
Really?
Vikings over the Broncos.
No, I'm not
taking
taking
the
the
Bears
Vikings
over the
over the
Raiders.
Broncos.
I am.
That one's crazy.
That's not. No, it's not crazy. Stop.
I'm not
Don't
taking
act like
the
Bo
Vikings
Nix is
over
some
there.
fucking god.
Taking the Lions over the Chiefs.
If
I'm
if
not
we
taking
put
the Lions
both
over the
divisions
Chiefs.
together,
I'm standing on it.
if we put both divisions together, I think the Chiefs and the Chargers would be at the top 3. In the top 3, if we put both divisions together.
Oh yeah. Or you think the Chargers would be top 3?
Yeah, I think it might go
Oh,
Chiefs.
we ain't got a wide
Broncos,
receiver. We
Chargers.
ain't got a wide receiver 1. We.
Oh, you're
I'm a
saying
Chargers
we?
fan.
Yeah.
Matt McConkey? What are we talking about?
Well, I love him.
He's a dog.
He's a top.
But is it those two for the top division?
Oh, easily. I think.
Chiefs Lions? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying
No,
like
no,
the top
no,
2
North
between those
and
two?
No, I'm
West.
just
Are
saying.
you saying in the West?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, is it the West or the NFC
Oh,
North?
yeah, I think so.
Is it those two?
I think so. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
AFC, like you still have the AFC North could be competitive, but like Cleveland shit.
They'll be
Pittsburgh and
competitive.
shit. No,
They'll be
no,
competitive in
no.
division. That's it. It's not going to be competitive like anywhere
Like,
else.
Mhm.
If the Jets end up being something, maybe, but like, no, not really. South of shit.
But 1 or 2 for sure.
If the Cowboys, Commanders, and Eagles are all hella good,
That would be tough.
but then the Giants, then the Giants.
The Giants really just bring that whole division
Giants are
down.
weedy doo doo far.
God. Save Malik Neighbors, someone, please.
The next one I had was the Rams are the most dangerous team in the league and are out.
Out,
I'm out.
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 I'm out.
out.
Yeah.
It's the Jets.
I like them.
Dangerous.
Not
Jets
this
are
year.
gonna be
Dangerous,
sneaky.
no. Like I
The Jets,
I
the
still
Jets
go
are
with, like,
going
the
to
Bengals.
sneaky.
like-
I'd say sneaky. I would
Sneaky,
I'll rephrase it.
dangerous.
I say a sneaky team is the Jets. I think they'll be very sneaky.
Like, I still put like the Broncos in the sneaky category.
I think the Broncos were in sneaky last year.
Yeah, I'm saying they're still there. Like, I don't,
So we're
they didn't
in
graduate out of
playoff
sneaky.
time, and the Rams are like where they usually are, that top wild card spot, and they're going on the road to play the winner of like they're playing Tampa on the road. Well, that spread might be Rams'
Yeah, that's
favorite.
dangerous. But
But,
then then they'll just lose. Like that's just what it is. Like
Well, like
'Cause then
I feel
they'll
like
they'll end up
dangerous is
playing,
just
like, the Eagles or
a
some
bad
shit.
term for that one because like I'm not putting the Rams in the top 4 in the NFC East.
Huh?
Or in the
You're
in
not
the
putting them in NFC?
Like yeah, I'm not. They're not in my top 4 in the NFC. There's a lot of teams I'm taking over the Rams. So, like,
Dangerous. Like I'm thinking like San Fran. Like off a bad year, people thinking they ain't gonna be shit.
Like, is it Rams or Packers? NFC.
I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah.
Like I'm
much
taking
as I hate the
Dallas right
Packers,
now.
they're
I'm
still good.
taking the
That
Eagles. I'm
Rams
taking
defense
the
is
Packers.
Dallas over the Rams.
I'm taking. I'm
That's
taking
tough. That's tough.
Green Bay. I'm taking.
I might be cheering on the boys next year.
Yeah.
Like Pickens, I'm gonna have Pickens. I have Pickens at Dynasty. Like I'm gonna be all over it. I'm gonna be all over it.
My heart broke when I saw that
I don't
trade.
know.
I'm gonna be. Depends on what Stafford you get, but Tay though, like Tay and Puka.
Tay's like
Devontae
34,
Adams,
bro.
Like,
I
Give
love
it
him.
up.
I love him. He's gonna be alright.
So
Give it up,
old,
old man.
But come on, man.
give it
What
up.
they got
old man.
next? Tutu Atwell, man. Like, come on, man.
Like,
Like Tay
Well, I
gonna
love
hit.
Tutu.
Tay gonna hit the cleanest relief. Like this is the best QB he playing with, and since Rodgers in Green Bay. Like
Bro's got nothing left on the wheels. The wheels are
Staff-
falling
like,
off.
when Stafford
How old
finally,
is Stafford now?
36. Oh my God.
Stafford just got paid a bag.
but like when he hits the
He's
stride in week 9,
37.
and they go and win a game they're not supposed to, like
Ah,
where they're gonna win a game they're not supposed to, and then everybody's gonna be like, oh shit, the Rams are here.
Devontae's. Oh, he's only 32. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't wait for Puka Nacua to have 12 targets in the first quarter, and then Devontae have none.
Type shit.
Like,
I'm way out.
Oh, I'm out.
I'm mega out.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
out.
mega out.
Yeah.
Their defensive line's good
Love
though.
him, but
But
Damn, they
love
got
Jalen Hurts,
Houston.
but like, God,
Fire game week 1. Weird game. Houston at LA. I'll be fire. I'll be a fire
They're
game.
at
week 1.
LA. They might win that.
Yeah.
They
Rams
might
might
dog
win that.
walk the Texans there, but
Jared Verse 3
Um,
sacks.
they had that other guy who was like a late round pick too, who showed up last year. But I can't remember his
Yeah.
name. He's got a weird
I
last
can't
name.
remember his name either.
Oh, I'll try to find it.
Next one I had was in or out. Daniel Jones at some point will take the starting job.
Oh, I'm
I'm
in.
in. I'm in.
way
Where-
in.
where-
You're
Oh,
Yep,
I'm
we're
so
in.
Where is he again?
We're in. He might start week
Indy.
1.
Colts.
Oh, I'm in.
Indy.
No, then
He's
you
so
can
in.
how about we just re-switch that? Like, are we in or out on Anthony Richardson?
Braden Fisk, Nick. That was
We'll
his name.
start at some
Braden
point.
Fisk.
Like, I'm just
Are you
talking
in
about.
on him as a
Or
player?
him as a
Are
player.
we just him as a player?
Ugh.
Like, we're 3 years in now.
I know. Ask me.
Like, are
Ask
we-
me at Thanksgiving.
When he's on the bench,
Yeah.
They're just something like,
his like completion is just his accuracy is just bad.
But man, that-
so
This motherfucker goes like 3
his
for
decision
12,
making is
dude.
just
Like,
so bad.
but that deep ball in that 3 for 12, that deep ball to
That
Alex,
deep ball to
Those
Alex
three
Pierce.
completions.
that deep ball, ooh, beauty
Zach
of a ball.
Downs or Josh Downs. Josh Downs.
Josh
Yeah,
Downs, my
I-
fantasy
Mo
king.
Alley Cox.
God, is it just gonna be like Daniel Jones went to the QB revival in Minnesota and it's just gonna be okay?
Hell no.
No,
Hell
I
no.
don't.
I still think he'll be shit, but like, he might be
No.
better than Anthony Richardson.
QB revival. He didn't do anything in Minnesota.
Oh
It's
sat on the
third
sideline.
string. It's the third string.
Did he even suit up?
no.
Practice squad.
This
This
dude never
dude
put-
hit the QB revival. He was there for a month and a half.
I
This
think
dude never even put the jersey on. Like,
when we were getting clapped by the Rams in the wild card, I did see Daniel Jones get some throws in on the sideline, and just in case.
No,
Just in
you never
case.
know.
The emergency
QB.
Uh-huh.
There you go. 54th man.
But no, I mean, I don't want to say I'm out on AR, but this is it. The first,
I'm
the
out,
first,
bro.
this is it.
the first like 2 weeks of the season, I need to see some. Like I
I'm
need to
low-key
see
out. Low.
who do they got week 1. Who Colts
We
got
gonna
week 1?
we gonna see something from AR,
You
and
know
they're
they-
gonna
you know
glaze
they
him on
got
It's gonna
NFL
be like
Network.
Jags or
Jags.
something. They got the Jags at home.
Fucking
Oh
Titans.
God,
Who they got?
Miami
Mm.
at home.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Nice little noon game.
See you later.
Bench.
Then
Benched
Denver
after
that
the
week
half.
after.
Oh, I can't wait for our predictions for this season, bro. I'm so back in on the Dolphins.
No,
I'm so-
let it go,
I'm so
Connor.
back
Let
in.
it go.
I'm so back in. We had a rough year last year, 2 and
Let
dying.
it
but I'm
go.
back in on the Dolphins.
Their schedule after the bye is fucking insane.
Stop the Colts.
They have a week 11 bye. Coming out of the bye at Chiefs
Mm.
versus Houston, at Jacksonville, at Seattle versus San Fran.
Those
Jacksonville
are
again,
winnable games.
then at Houston.
So
Oh,
the Colts are gonna have the first pick next year.
God damn.
Arch Manning, you are a Colt.
Yeah, Jesus. Hey,
That's tough.
hey, it makes sense.
I'm in on Daniel Jones, man.
No,
I'm in.
no. He's back.
Another
At the end
another
of the
one
year,
I
he's going
had.
to win like 2 games to keep him from getting that number 1 pick.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
In or out. Brock Purdy's new contract will age well, and the Niners window is open. Kind of what I was talking about earlier with the Niners, but more
in.
so the Brock Purdy contract.
I'm
I'm
out on
out.
the contract, and on the window is still open.
I'm in on both.
I'm out on the contract,
both.
but I don't.
I think
I'm not
I think
out
I'm
on the
also in
window.
on both.
I'm in on both. I think the contract. I think he got the money he was deserved. He's played really well. 1 Super Bowl with Brock Purdy.
Yeah, basically almost 2 because he got hurt in the
Basically,
championship
and then
game.
he got hurt in the championship game. Like, and he's playing really well. I think he got the money he deserved.
And I wouldn't say they lost in the Super Bowl mainly due to him.
I just wish they didn't give it to him this year. I wish they just could have
You
waited
wish they
this
waited
year.
a year.
Just like it just sucks that like they just every year it's either he has everybody and he looks great, or last year he had nobody and he looked like shit. And
But
like it sucks. I don't want to do that to him off of the you don't have anybody and you look like shit, because everybody when they don't have anybody looks like shit.
Yeah.
Like so that sounded weird.
The only
Say that-
the
say that one
only
more
thing
time.
I'll say, because I know Connor would go here too, is if I see Love and T-Law and Tua getting all this money, and Brock Purdy's done more, and I think Brock Purdy's better than Tua.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't
Like,
think, I don't think Tua should have got that contract.
Like
either.
is Trevor Lawrence, is the gap between Purdy and Trevor Lawrence that massive from what we've seen?
no.
No, not from what we've seen.
I don't even think the gap between Purdy and Jordan Love is in fucking
What
insane.
the fuck are we
No.
talking about? Trevor Lawrence and Brock Purdy? What are we doing?
Whoa. Love and okay. Well,
what are you
Love makes
talking
a lot of mistakes.
Trevor
so I
Lawrence
guess
is
that's
not
fair.
that good.
We just asked if he was going to be a top 5 AFC quarterback.
Trevor,
Well,
I
we
said
were all
no.
out so fast on that.
So everyone was
we were-
so out.
Brock Purdy wipes the floor with Trevor Lawrence.
No, he does not.
No, skill wise, no.
He does not.
Team wise,
Come on.
Whoa.
I'm still fully in that. Brock Purdy is only good because he's in the 49ers.
I just think the contract,
crazy.
him getting that much makes sense.
No, it
What
does.
was it, like
It does for his
50 something
accomplishments.
53. It was like
53.
53. It's not
And
like
that's
it's
not
not like they gave him
bad.
60. Like they would have gave him
He
like
wanted
60,
60.
65. Like it would have been
But
crazy.
like 50, yeah.
He wanted it
I know,
originally.
but like 53 still like, oh man.
I don't know.
When you look at
Oh.
guys like Tua and T-Law and their contracts, then I'm not so mad at it.
Tua deserved that money.
I get it.
He needs it, man. Hospital bills fucking add up.
Ah, fuck yeah.
God.
I'm back in on the Dolphins next season. I'm so in. I'm jumping right in, dude.
That week 3
Like-
concussion don't hit like
I'm
crap.
jumping right in. Dude.
No, because Connor's
it's not
only
fair. It's not fair. Fucking Tua, that wasn't in the cards for Tua to die.
Connor's only saying that because he'll get in Dynasty
Let me
or
pull
any
up this
fantasy
Dolphins
It's
league.
gonna
fucking
happen again
schedule.
this year. You're like,
I'll
it
be
wasn't
like
in
the
the
Tua
cards.
Tyreek stack, the Tua Tyreek stack, and the keeper.
I still have it. I still have it.
That's
I
the
still have
only
it in
reason
the
why you want to be
Dynasty.
in on the Dolphins.
Uh-huh. Let me pull up the Dolphins schedule. Things are about to get fucking crazy.
I got it right here.
I don't know,
Well,
but
we know
that
they play the
here,
Colts.
right.
that Brock-
All right, let's go right here.
that Brock contract caused the Niners to lose. Like, I'm just thinking of two big names right now. They lost Dre Greenlaw and they lost
Javarius Ward.
Travarius Ward
Hufanga.
and Hufanga.
They also said Ward was going to leave no matter what, though.
Okay,
Yeah, but that like if he wanted to, they still.
but
wasn't
they
gonna
lost.
be
They
able to.
lost three big
Mhm.
pieces there in their defense.
Yeah.
So it's just like it worries me. They have a knack for finding good pieces in the draft. They've shown that, but
Yeah.
that contract was huge when you've had other quarterbacks walk in and do not as good as Purdy, but they've done decently well enough to where you're like, to where I was just like, okay, 53 mil a year is a fucking lot of money in a sense in my head. So, but you have CMC on a fat deal, so I get it. Yeah.
I'm looking at this Miami schedule. I ain't gonna lie to you. This speaking 9 wins. Like this is about 9-8 wins here.
That's wild card.
If Tua's healthy. 9.
Wild card.
I don't think 8 wins is wild card.
Nine wins in the
wild card.
AFC ain't wild card no more.
9, 10.
That ain't wild
It's usually
card.
9 to 10. Maybe sometimes when 9.
Didn't the last
might
team,
get
the
that.
wild card, have 11? It was the Broncos.
I think it was
10.
11. I think it was 10.
It was
No,
10, but it was like everybody had 10 last year in the
Yeah.
AFC.
Well, what did the Steelers have?
10.
Yeah.
On some
Bengals
fuck
had
shit.
10 and missed out.
Like they just have a bunch of like
Right here. Right, all right, week 1, Colts win.
sure.
Sure.
That week 2 against the Patriots, that's sneaky.
Win. Get the fuck out of here.
That's sneaky.
Nah,
They
bro.
beat the
Drake
Bengals
May.
week 1 last year.
Not sneaky.
Win.
Drake May, Stephon
2-0.
Diggs. What are we talking about?
Stop it.
At
We're
Buffalo.
2 we're
Stop
2-0.
it.
Ah, shit.
At Buffalo.
We're-
Belt to
We're,
ass.
Oh,
we're,
bunch
we're
of
2-0
fucking
right now.
ass.
MVP conversations.
Here
right
we go.
For
dude.
Tua.
The
Tua
fuck?
going into Buffalo, then they get their ass
Yo.
beat.
Belt to ass.
Then conversations fizzle off.
Then Jets that week after.
Oh, that might be. Hold
Where's
on.
that
They
at?
might lose
Where's
that.
at? Where's that at? Is that in Miami?
That's at home.
Win.
I don't know.
At Carolina.
L. I'm in on this Carolina team.
Chargers at home.
Loss.
At Cleveland.
Win.
At Atlanta.
Win.
Baltimore. Belt to ass.
Loss.
Buffalo. Belt to ass.
Loss.
Commanders.
Win.
Oh,
That's an overseas game.
You're
Win.
losing that.
Win. 7-5.
7-5. Then we get the bye.
Win.
Then out of the bye, we have the Saints.
Win. 8-5.
Jets. At Jets. Y'all split with the Jets.
Okay, 8-6.
At Pitt. Night game.
Win.
Where?
At Pitt.
That's a loss.
We're getting later in the year. We're in December. December 15th, that game.
That's a loss.
Oh, that's a cold
Bengals.
game too. They can't
Who?
get cold.
Bengals. Night game.
Shit, that might be a loss too. That might be a loss too.
Tampa.
Win. All right, 9-8.
And then you got the Patriots. End of the year.
Oh,
At Patriots.
Oh, that's 10 wins. 10-7 right there for your Miami Dolphins.
So, I mean, the Falcons one can go either way.
Wild
Like,
card spot.
That's a wild card spot. That's second in the division. Getting a wild card spot.
Yeah.
another one I had was The Cowboys will turn the corner as a team
I'm in.
and win 12 games.
I'm already in.
12
13
games?
That's not turning the
13.
corner.
12? What's the
games.
schedule,
Yeah,
man?
that's not really turning the corner.
Let's have some fun and go through the schedule. All right. Shit.
I got you, Nick. Let's go.
All right. Somebody keep track.
All right.
So he
Yep.
gets 12. At Philly, week 1.
L.
Lost.
No.
L.
Lost.
That's 0-1.
No, we're
Ring
losing that
night.
game.
Ring
No,
night.
no, we're
it's
0-1.
over.
No.
It's over.
Okay. Giants week 2
No,
bounce back
1-1.
at noon.
Built to ash right there.
40 to nothing.
That's 34-17 win right there.
Only by 2 touchdowns.
At Chicago.
Loss.
That's a
Yeah, I think we lose.
1 and 2.
Man, 1
Yeah.
and 2. No.
Damn.
I
Green
like
Bay.
Chicago.
Green Bay, L.
You're at home. You're at
Ooh.
home.
We were terrible at home last year.
Nah, new team.
Lost.
We're 2
Lost.
and 2. We're 2 and 2
New team,
here.
new team,
Okay.
new team.
Okay, win.
2 and 2 here.
Okay.
At New York.
A W.
Noon game.
W. 3
That's
and
a
2.
win.
We're
3
3
and
and
2.
we're 3 and 2. At Panthers.
Win.
That
That's
should
4
be a
and 2.
win.
That's a win. That's a win.
That's 4 and 2. Commanders. We're 5 and 2.
Ooh.
At home.
Oh, at home?
We're winning that one.
That's
We're winning that one. That's an afternoon
I think
game.
we
We're
tie
winning
that
that
one.
one.
For some
We're
reason.
doing one?
I think we tied that game. That's weird.
Is that
So what-
Thanksgiving?
What are we at?
No,
4 and
that's
2.
Yeah, so 5 and 2 now.
5 and 2. At Denver.
L. That's an L.
Denver ain't gonna be this goddamn good.
Oh, they're good. They're gonna be good.
we ain't like Denver gonna run the
Like,
win
I
15
genuinely
games.
think we lose.
At
I
Denver,
do.
though, if they were
lost to
at
Denver
Dallas,
this
I would think
last
it's.
year.
I would have
This man,
questioned
Nick
that a
wants them to
little
go
more.
0 fucking 17. Like,
I think we lose.
Denver's gonna be
So,
good.
We lost to Denver last year.
We're not gonna act like Denver
5
is just
and
a
3.
shove over, a pushover.
5 and 3. Bounce back. Home against the Cardinals. That's a
Win,
win. We're
yeah.
6 and 3. Going
That's-
into the bye week 10.
That's a win.
Coming out of the bye at Vegas.
W.
That's a win.
W. Philly at home. We split.
no.
Mm.
Is this the year we get swept?
Yeah.
We always split though.
No.
I think we win that one.
I think you get swept.
I think we're splitting.
I think you get
I think we're
swept.
split.
Philly might go 17 0.
I think you get
What?
swept.
What?
So what are we right now? Week 11.
Holy
Do we
moly.
have 6 or 7?
We were 6 and
6 and 4.
6 and 4 going into yeah. So 7 and 6 and 5 now.
7 and 5.
7 and 5. Okay.
Then we go KC at home.
7 and 6.
I mean, we might get our asses kicked. It might be a 30-point loss.
I said 12.
Yeah.
Time to run the table right here.
Uh-huh.
At Detroit, belt to ass. We're getting that one. It's a gritty win. That's a
What
gritty
the
win.
fuck is this
All right.
schedule?
All right.
Dude,
8 and 6.
No, we lose.
That's a gritty win on
Do
Thursday.
they remember who started at fucking quarterback last year for you guys?
All right. So,
Fuck.
damn, that's tough.
7 and
Philly,
6.
KC, Detroit.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Time. Minnesota.
Okay,
At
there it
home.
is. There's one.
Yeah, we win that.
Should win that.
I hope.
Chargers. At home.
Yeah,
You win that. You win
we
that.
It's a
win
win.
that. You need
so
to
we're
win
9
that.
and
We
7
need to win that.
or 9 and 6.
This were, and then to make the playoffs at Washington, you got to sweep them. It's a Netflix game. You got to sweep Washington this year. And then you got the Giants.
Fuck me.
We're right there.
You're right where you want to be.
Yeah.
We're right where we want to be. I mean, imagine you split with Philly. You're looking at 11 wins.
Splitting with Philly.
Love it. Like, I think we can win 10.
Cooper G might have
11.
fucking
11?
3
That's a
picks
tough
off the
schedule,
back.
bro.
That back half is tough.
That's a tough schedule.
Them giving you
Philly,
guys Philly
KC,
week 1.
Detroit.
Philly week 1 is just, they're laughing at you.
First game of the year? What the hell?
They're just fucking laughing at you.
Opening night.
So I have one more. I have 2 more on here before we wrap it up. One of them I got from a friend. We'll get into that last. But this one is, in or out, Jordan Love has hit his ceiling of what he's going to be as a QB, and the Packers will never have enough talent to get over the hump.
I'm out.
I'm
I'm
in.
out.
I'm out.
I'm in.
You're
I
in?
am.
You're in.
You think he's done?
Yup.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay.
He
I
does
don't.
make a lot of just
He's only
I
26.
mean,
What?
is he like 25,
He's only
26 years
26.
old? Hitting his
the
peak at
interceptions are
26.
fucking beautiful though. Like the little sidearm
They're
pick,
impressive.
like fire.
I mean, like, how much better is he gonna? Like, are we talking like you guys think he's gonna take him to a Super Bowl?
I think he has the talent.
Yeah,
too.
I do.
I think he has the arm talent.
I'm not saying anytime soon. I'm just at some point. I think Jordan Love will make it to a Super Bowl in his career.
Back up on Dallas about 3 years.
You got me.
Mm-hmm.
I just think until somebody emerges or they get an alpha one,
I think
Golden's going to be a dog. I love Golden.
I think Golden's going to be good. But with him being in a division where like Justin Jefferson's on Minnesota, Amon-Ra St. Brown's on Detroit, like I just feel like the Packers are always like playing with the margins. Like they should be able to acquire a lot more talent than they have, but it's just like I don't know. They're just weird. Like Golden should be a dog, and I think Golden's going to be a dog. But I don't know. Like also, Jaden Reed selling me in fantasy last year was just heartbreaking. But like,
I mean, when they got to the playoffs, nobody could get open.
Yeah.
Yes, like Christian Watson's always hurt.
Yeah.
Like Josh Jacobs was great for them, phenomenal for them. But even if your running back is saying we need a true number one, could be Golden, could not be Golden at the same time. Golden could just also go year one has a rookie falling into the shuffle of all those receivers they have.
I ate my words with the Josh Jacobs take.
Yeah.
I said Josh Jacobs was basically going to be shit on the Packers.
Yeah.
He was not shit.
No, he was not.
He also had a rough year because he got hurt against Philly, and I think they brought him back a little too early.
I just said that he was going to be shit because like Aaron Jones fits them so much better.
No, I was talking about Love because Love got hurt against Philly that week one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they brought him back.
I definitely.
He looked bad after he came back, and he didn't really ever look like himself.
But I think there's some pressure on him just because you come off that playoff win against Dallas. There's pressure that you guys are supposed to be winning the division, bring him back early.
Gets the bag.
It's also tough because like in how tough the division is, especially last year, and we're just talking on last year, like Minnesota put belt to ass against them twice. Detroit put belt to ass against them twice. Like Chicago actually beat them in Green Bay. Like it's just there is something there. I don't know if it's like him not being able to reach his ceiling, but like there are some mistakes where you're just like like it's almost Favre and Rodgers-esque sometimes where it's just like, what are we doing throwing that ball into triple coverage? Like,
yeah, I think you're right, but I also think like
I'm not gonna say that
that guy to bail him out. Like I think all these guys had like either a guy to bail him out, and that he just doesn't.
That's kind of like
the Jordan Love, like big Jordan Love guy. I just think I think we were all so high on him. I think everyone's just so low on him now. When he was like for real injured,
I think he just tries to. I think he was trying to just do too much with when he doesn't have a lot. Like what Nick said earlier.
Have a lot. They have high pressure. No one's getting open. Like
and he's forcing it.
It's just
he genuinely was just shoving the ball
so
where he wasn't supposed to. Like
yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm not gonna say he's reached his ceiling, but I think if this was the quarterback you got and it was Jordan Love, who's still what, top 15 quarterback, top 12 quarterback?
Yeah, top 15.
Like
I don't know about top 12.
Then I think you're fine. But I don't know. He would need to get that guy to like how like Josh Allen needed Diggs to like push him into that stratosphere when he first got Diggs. It's something like that. To where like I wish they would have gotten like, now looking on it in hindsight it's easy, but like if they would have added somebody like DK or something like that. Just another alpha one in the room. Like I feel like it could have done them a lot better. But I feel like they're gonna go into the next year with like, we're gonna run the fuck out the ball with Josh Jacobs and we're just gonna hope Golden can come be the one right away because they don't really have that. Jaden Reed's good, but is he that good? Like same with Dobbs and Watson. Like,
yeah,
I just think they're just in a weird spot to where like they need Jordan Love to elevate the team to a different level than it is currently. That's kind of more my take. And then the last one I got from Isaac, from Griffo. The Lions will take a big step back after losing both coordinators and won't win double-digit games this year after losing Ragnell as well on the O-line.
I'm out.
Double-digit.
I think they'll take a step back.
I'm out.
I don't know about double-digit.
Yeah.
I think they'll win 10 games.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Double digits is a...
That's just a little
like I think they're going to win 14-3? No. Do I think that they could go 10-7? They'll be on the brink of 10-7, 9-8. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they're going to fall off.
Let me look at the one seed schedule that they have. I mean, fuck.
Ragnar retiring was kind of surprising. But
yeah. So their schedule to wrap up this episode. at Green Bay to start the season. Then you go to Chicago week 2. Then you're at Baltimore week 3 prime time. You got the Browns week 4. Then you're at Cincy week 5. You're at KC week after that.
Bro, what the fuck?
Then Monday night you have Tampa on prime time. Then you hit the bye. Then out of the bye you got Minnesota. Then you're at Washington. Then you're at Philly. Then you got the Giants. Then you're Green Bay again. Then you're Dallas. Then you're at Rams. Then you got Pitt. Then you're at Minnesota and at Chicago. So you got 2 divisional games on the road to end the year.
Okay, maybe they don't win. Jesus.
No, they would.
Christ.
No, I think I still heard 10 wins, but like I definitely did not hear 13 or 14.
Holy fuck.
Wins. Like
No,
for
the
sure.
The schedule's fucked.
Like, you gotta remember, the Lions are still very fucking
Yes.
good. Like, it doesn't shock me that they're playing these like teams at all, because they just won 15 fucking games or whatever.
There's a lot of toss-up games in here that they won last year. A lot of close toss-up games that they ended up winning last year. I do think I don't think they sweep Green Bay this year.
Aiden Hutchinson back.
I think they could still easily sweep them, and I think they could sweep Minnesota easily, and they could sweep us.
I think they
easily.
could sweep. Yeah, they could sweep any of you guys. I think, but like, I don't think they will. I don't
Could
think
they?
they'll
Yes.
sweep everybody.
Will they? Maybe.
There
yes,
are some games where I think they do get belt to ass, unlike last year. Like I think Baltimore, that's belt to ass. Like I think the Bengals could wipe them.
I think they get killed in Philly.
Especially in that stretch. I think they get ran in Philly. I think the Chiefs could put belt to ass because they got Cincy and KC in back-to-back
That's
weeks.
fucked.
So that's a tough
That's
stretch.
fucked.
I think Tampa's a sneaky one because Tampa beat them last year. And they kind of put belt to ass to them last year. Like, there's just a couple toss-up games. Like, the Dallas one could be a toss-up. But, like, everybody wants to compare it to, like, how the Eagles, when they lost both coordinators and how they took a step back. I don't think it's going to be that egregious because I think they have a better foundation offensively. But you are losing Ben Johnson. And Dan Campbell's not this offensive mind of Ben Johnson. So they're going to have to work out some kinks early on.
Who they bring in as the new OC?
No clue off the top of my head.
Have they even brought in anyone yet?
I got
And
us.
and so you just losing your
John
Aaron
Morton,
Glenn too.
Who?
passing game coordinator for the Broncos.
I just think with a hard schedule, they're gonna lose.
It's gonna be growing pains, just like the Falcons and the Eagles.
That's why I think it's gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
There is gonna be growing pains. Like they're gonna lose. Like they could lose the first 2 games off growing pains. Like they could lose in Green Bay and they could lose to Chicago. Ben Johnson revenge game in week 2. Chicago could put little belts ass at noon.
We're gonna try.
See it very well being the opposite.
So I don't know. I'm not going to be out on the Lions and say they're not going to win double-digit games, but there are going to be some growing pains and there's going to be some losses that they're going to have that I think is going to be shocking to some, but like there's some I'm just like, they could lose to like some of these teams. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. You're right, but it's just like I think it's unrealistic to have them look like only win like eight games.
oh, I think that's
Very unrealistic. Like their team is still uber talented.
They would have to take like a huge fucking drop down.
10 and 11.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win a
I think they can easily win 10 games.
Yeah, 10-7 is what I'm landing
yeah,
on.
11 and
Very
6.
easily seeing
11 and
11
6.
or 12, honestly.
It depends on how they do against Minnesota and Green Bay and Chicago. It depends on how those division games fold because like they swept Minnesota and Green Bay last year and Chicago.
Yep.
So I don't think they're sweeping the division again.
No shot.
I think they could split with every team in the divisions, but that's 3 more losses right there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a couple toss-up ones on here, but that is all I have for the in and out takes and kind of just talking about the NFL in general. First time in a minute talking about the NFL and some takes and whatnot. You guys want to wrap it up there?
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Barrel Talk podcast. Obviously, tune in to future episodes.